friends, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to a live album ranking, which means we got through to Friday. And we're going to start off today with, it's a lovely day, sunshine, blue skies. And you need something summery, and I've picked the right one today because I picked the B52's. Of course, filmed in Athens, Georgia, 1976. Not the only band to come from Athens. REM are from Athens as well. And the original lineup consisted of Fred Schneider, who did the vocals and percussion, Kate Pearson on vocals, keyboards and synth bass, Cindy Wilson vocals and percussion, and the late Ricky Wilson on guitars, who sadly passed away of AIDS in 1985, and Keith Strickland, who did drums and guitars. And then sadly when Ricky died, Keith switched from drums to lead guitar. They've had, of course, added various members for albums and live performances. Now, they have released up to date 3 live albums. 2 are really good. One, the set's good, but it's the production on it and the sound. So, coming in at number 3, released in 1998, and it's called Live Rockin' Rockets. Now, this was recorded at the Disney Rocks and Rockets Festival on November the 6th, 1998. Playing on here are Fred Schneider, Keith Strickland, Kate Pearson, Cindy Wilson. Joining them as well on bass, we have Tracy Warmworth, and on drums, Sterling Campbell. So this one opens up from a track from the B52's, and it's the brilliant Planet Claire. It's okay. I'll tell you why at the end. Then from Wild Planet, we have a bit of Private Idaho, another really strong track. From Cosmic Thing, we have Channel Z. Back to the B52's for Don't Dance With This, Mess Around. From Good Stuff, we've got the title track Good Stuff. Quiche Lorraine from Royal Planet. I do love their titles. Then of course Rome from Cosmic Thing. Strobe Light from Wild Planet. Hallucinating Pluto, which is from Time Capsule, a song for a future generation. Of course, we couldn't be without Love Shack from Cosmic Thing. Party Out of Bounds from Wild Planet, and then the legendary Rock Lobster, the B52's. Now, this is not the best recording of the band. It's a little bit flat. The girls sound really flat, especially in Love Shack. I wouldn't say it's the best, but the set's good, and I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 2, this was recorded in 2011, and it's called Wild with the Wild Crowd Live in Athens, GA. And it was actually the first official live album and DVD by the band, recorded on the 18th February 2011 at the Classic Centre in their hometown, and it commemorated the 34th anniversary of their first performance as a group on February the 14th, 1977. So on here, it's Fred, Kate, Cindy and Keith, with the ever-present bass player Tracy Warmworth, with Sterling Campbell on the drums again, and Paul Gordon does keyboards and guitar. Now, they open up this one with a track from Funplex, one of their later albums, and Pump, and it's a really good version. Fred's just on fire as ever. He's a great performer. Private Idaho from Wild Planet, just a classic B52 song. Really like that track. Then we have a track from an EP called Mestemonia. It was an EP, and it's a good track. Really like it. It's just that classic sounding B52's. Then we go for a little bit of Ultraviolet from the Funplex, which is a pretty decent version of it. Back to Wild Planet for Give Me Back My Man, another excellent version of that. The title track from Funplex, pretty good. From Whammy Kiss, great to hear that live. Cosmic Things Rome, and go to the debut for 52 Girls, pretty good version of that. Party Out of Bounds from the Wild Planet album. Love You in the Year 3000 from Funplex, and then Shake That Cosmic Thing from the Cosmic Thing. Another track from Funplex, Hot Corner, then there's the band intros, and then we have Love Shack from the Cosmic Thing, great version of that. Wig from Bouncing Off Satellites, which is a brilliant version of it. Then from the debut, the wonderful Planet Claire and the Rock Lobster. This is a very good live album. Now, the Funplex album isn't one of my favourites, but the performance of these songs live is much better, and they sound a little bit more rawer. It's a really, really good, and the girls are not singing flat on this at all. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. But my favourite live album, and it's the official second album, and it came out in the 2000s, but it's recording. It's called Live 8/24/1979, and it was recorded in the Berkeley Centre in Boston, and it was their second release as a live album, and it was part of the tour from 1979. So playing on here, Fred Schneider, Kate Pearson, Kathy Wilson, Keith Strickland, and Ricky Wilson. So all these tracks are off the first 2 albums. So it opens up with 52 Girls from the debut. Really good version of it. Ricky's guitar work is fab on that. Staying with that debut album, we have 6060, 842, Raw, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Then Lava, which is a great track anyway, but live it's really got a little bit more zing. Probably the best version of Private Idaho from Wild Planet, absolutely marvellous version. Staying with the Wild Planet album for a bit of Devil in My Car, brilliant track and brilliant live. Back to the debut with Dance This Mess Around, another good version. Running Around from Wild Planet, and then Rock Lobster and Strobe Light. Maybe the shortest of these 52 live albums, but certainly the best. It sounds great, and this was taken off a radio broadcast. The guitar work featuring Ricky is fantastic. What a great guitarist he was. There's a lot of energy. Fred's just on fire. It's just a great performance. A very short one, but at least we've got a live album with Ricky on it. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. There we go. A very short live catalogue, but a good one. Apart from that one from Disney where the sound's pretty things here. I mean, you've got the modern Dave band, which sounds great, and then you've got the classic lineup as well, so you get a bit of everything. Okay, we've got 2 new album reviews to do today. The first one we're going to do is from legendary ex-bass player from the Rolling Stones, Mr. Bill Wyman, then followed by yet another album from King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. So join me for that. Bye for now.